Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Steam Deck. Well, more importantly, a game on the Steam Deck. Hey, you can see me now. This thing is very reflective. So, what we're going to be playing is a game called High on Life, which I got as part of a Steam sale from pretty much Cyber Monday Steam sale. I don't know what they were calling it. But it's also kind of a showcase for this Steam Deck. This is a modified Steam Deck. It had the sticks replaced. It had the storage replaced. It's got a 1 terabyte SSD in it. It's also got I think I put a 500 gig SD card in it. I bought this off a coworker. I got a really good deal on it from him. And yeah, he put these stickers in this little protective case on it. I just left it. But it's less about the system and more about the game. And here it is, High on Life. So, yeah, let's try to angle this as best we can. If you've never played this, this is pretty much a, yeah, the gun talks. This is a first-person shooter set in space. It's pretty much if Rick and Morty slash Solar Opposites had a game, that's what this is. In fact, the gun is Morty. The opening scene had Rick. One of the characters sounds like the girl from Solar Opposites. It's pretty much what's his name, Justin Roiland, doing all his voices. But yeah, it's a very interesting game. It's one of the more entertaining first-person shooters I've played in a while. Kind of reminds me of Borderlands in some ways. Just because of the humor. You have a talking knife as well that happens to have an Australian accent. I shouldn't have walked right into this. Let's see if we can get the talking knife out. There he is. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. It's hard to keep this thing in the center of frame. I was trying to see if there was a way to record the video coming out of this. I didn't find a way specifically with any of the equipment that I had. Yeah, this is difficult. I'm kind of like in their base, so I'm trying to run away and not be murdered. But, yeah, the humor, I would definitely say, is R-rated for a game, or whatever you want to call it. M-rated, but, you know, based off the TV shows, it's not that far off. Lots of blood. Lots of everything. It's definitely got some challenge to it. I wouldn't say it's the most difficult thing I've played, but at the same time, I think I've played this section 3 different times. Oh god, they're warping in another base of people. I think it's just mostly because once you get to this section, all of a sudden there's like 10 times as many characters to fight as pretty much anywhere before. Yeah, I like to just slice them up. But the general story to the game is you pretty much home and these aliens just warp onto Earth, and then you find the gun and he tells you need to get out of here, and you end up warping yourself to some like peaceful little city, and yeah, the only way to get out of it is to pretty much work as a bounty hunter, which is what we're doing right now. We're trying to hunt down the head of this gang, which happens to be the gang that's on Earth trying to turn everybody into drugs or food or something. I don't remember the exact story. It's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, there's the talking knife trying to hint at, you know, use my power. There's some drugs for the gun. You do have a secondary shot, which is that one, and they go up in the air, and you can juggle them, as they call it. These things that they drop are like shield boosts. They don't really drop anything else. There is money in the game. It's actually pesos, but... oh, I got hit by the platform. Yeah. It's hard to talk and focus on this at the same time. I'm trying to look over the camera to get a better view, but I have to keep looking back down to make sure that I'm not off screen or off camera. getting stabbed. Stabbed right in the top of the head. But yeah, this is a very interesting game. If you haven't played it, I think it might still be on sale on Steam. It was half price. It came with the DLC. Some people didn't care for the DLC that much. I have not played it yet, obviously, because I just started the game. This is pretty early on. This is like the second mission. So you're not missing much. Oh, there's a grenade behind me somewhere. I don't even see... Oh, there he is. He was hiding underneath the platform. Let's get him. There we go.
Okay, great. Whew. All right, now let's try that elevator.
All right, we finally did it. We cleared him out. We're going to try out an elevator. My face was itching the whole time I was doing that. Now, where exactly is the elevator? I don't know, but if you push the up button, it sends out a little beacon and it kind of points you in the right direction. So it was out here and off. Oh, the thing that I was almost in front of. So let's go there. So back to the money. There are little weird chests that are hidden some places. I'm going to check behind here just in case. No, there's not one here. But yeah, they're like these boxes. You can only break them with the knife. So when you start the game, he kind of mentions... you know, we can't do anything unless we can cut that open. So, but when you do...
I almost made a crass joke, but I'm going to save it. We're better than that. No crass jokes from me. That's a promise. Not from me, anyways. You might warp in some bases, and Lord only knows. But, you know, from me over here as a gun character sidekick, no crass jokes. 100% on the level with you, and no bad...
So you have to get used to them talking. I know you can turn off some of the dialogue from the weaponry and the NPCs in the villages or town, whatever they are. That is an option. It does tell you that you can turn off some of that. But another thing I guess we can point out while we're here is how well does this run on a Steam Deck? Not bad. I'd say that the graphics are at least on a medium to low. I wouldn't say they're up very high. But it's very smooth, as you can see. Wouldn't call it 60, but it's at least 30 FPS. Every now and then, though, when I wake it up from being asleep, because what I do is I play it, the battery only lasts maybe 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. And then when I wake it up after charging it, sometimes the sound is very stuttery, which is odd. But other than that little glitch, I really haven't had an issue playing it on here. The controls are pretty nice. You know, the built-in sticks and stuff. Now, let me clear these guys out and then we can discuss further. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of them. Alright, pause the game. So, yeah, the other part of it is, for those who don't have a Steam Deck, the heat vent on the top. It does output a lot of heat, especially when you're playing this sort of game. But overall, it plays pretty good on the Steam Deck. So if you have one and you have this game, it's worth playing it on here. In fact, I'm quite enjoying it, playing it on the Steam Deck. I normally play every PC game on my actual PC, but I've been trying to pick certain ones to play on here. One of them that I picked was the Letter Quest, which is like Scrabble RPG, which is interesting on here because you do have to use the mousepad feature. In fact, you can still use the mousepad feature here if you really want to aim this way. It's not the easiest of things to do. This one also can act as the D-pad, but it's much easier just to use the sticks overall. But, yeah, that is High on Life on a Steam Deck. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be doing some more stuff on here in the future. So I will see you in the next video.